All right, everybody. Niggy is live. We are live. Yes, yes, yes. All right, chat. Let's get it. So I'm gonna go over it instantly. I know nobody's gonna watch this, but Saturday, so most of you guys are lapped. So the lesson of the week is only go for a 1 to 3 hour fixed RR. Only to the Model 1 and the subset of the Model 1, no total soup. And only go for a 1 to 3 fixed RR. I do not trade the day before FOMC press conference or FOMC meeting minutes. The day before that is usually a very low probability day. I only focus on the highest probability day, which is the day before FOMC press conference, and I only focus on the highest probability days, which is not the day before FOMC press conference or FOMC meeting minutes. And I know what we got raped here. We got raped. Got this fucking OTE. New York situation happened. And we had this big holy, looking back at this, I know why I lost here. We had our 1 a.m. Okay, so even the London session, okay, so even the agency you can make the OTE here. Okay, makes sense. So even the agency can make the OTE happen. Okay, so agency was the one to make the OTE happen. The 17 o'clock was the one to make the OTE happen over here. Wow. Okay, that's why we took a blood. That's why we took a blood loss here. Okay. And there was no setup to this anyways. But we did not trade the day before FOMC press conference or FOMC meeting minutes. There's two reasons why we lost. We traded the day before FOMC press conference or FOMC meeting minutes, and we had a New York situation. On the New York situation, there was an OTE because the agent had a CRT that got souped and it created a high, low, higher, high, lower, low. Eventually, had the lowest low point over here, and we had an OTE leg, and eventually, this is premium, this is discount. So you want to sell off the OTE, not anywhere below that. So that rule is still impact here. And the lesson overall is two things here, right? In New York situation, if there's the OTE, I only sell when it hits a 0.2, 0.50 to 0.86. Anything else, I do not sell or buy. I only wait until the deep retracement gets tapped. Then I'm looking for a sell or a buy. Otherwise, I do not take a trade, no matter what my rule says. And as well as I do not trade the day before FOMC press conference or FOMC meeting minutes. And as well as the Saturday, the Friday, the Wednesday rule, the Wednesday lesson is basically I want to trade the Model 1 as sub and a sub to the Model 1, which is rejection block or order block. In this case, I would trade would have been what have been the rejection block or the Model 1 sub. In this case, I would pick the Model 1 itself. Why? Because you can see the wick. This wick is overall the bigger wick. This wick is overall bigger than this wick. So we take the rejection block itself and go for 1 to 3 RR. And now the next lesson on Thursday. Lesson is we should have not traded Thursday. Looking back at it, the drawn look is obviously bullish. We had a false market shift to the downside. How come was this a false market shift to the downside? Although we were bearish, and this day specifically we were bullish, and this day specifically since we were bullish, this means this bearish market structure shift to the downside is high likely to be a false market structure shift, as well as we had a daily IRL back to ERL, as well we had a daily sit to the upside. But for a bearish scenario, we had only a classic triple to the downside and nothing else. We literally had nothing else but that, and we got smacked here. So the lesson of Thursday is I can read the rule out right now. I will read out the rule for you guys. Now the rule says gotta open the app real quick. The rule says if my drawn look isn't strong and not obvious, I do not take a trade that day, no matter what. My rule says no matter what the last week rule says, no matter what the last week retracement rule says, If my drawn liquidity isn't strong and isn't obvious, I do not take a trade that day, no matter what. For a new situation, if there is an OTE, I only take the trade if the price taps to 0.50, 0.86 mark. If I have entry but the price hasn't reached that golden Fibonacci range, I do not execute the trade. Execution only occurs when the 0.50, 0.86 retracement is tagged for a near continuation. During the near continuation, if there is a 4 CRT, I'll purchase the 4 CRT and look for 2-minute entry, not the hourly CRT. Only when there's a 4 CRT, then I'll consider the hourly CRT and execute from the continuous time frame. I'm based on the 5-minute time, otherwise I'll take a trade. So yeah, the near continuation OTE's rule is still affected very fucking much. It's affected very much. And for new growth profile 2, and keep in mind with the OTE there is no SMT. During that time I had an SMT. In the near continuation there is no SMT, by the way. For a OTE there is no such thing as SMT. On this day there was pretty sure no oh, there was what? You see, in this case he tapped it, so oh no, it wasn't from that, it was from this candle. You see, in this day, it tapped the OT. Then with that, you can see there was a SMT here currently on this trade. But guess what? The SMT got falsely broken because why? Because there was an OTE here, right? Because we had a high, low, higher, high, lower, low. And we had a recapitulation here. So that, okay, so for the OTE, it's not just the London session, it's the Asian session as well. They have to be both of them. If which one offers us the OTE, the Asian session or the London session, we're going to go based on one of them, whichever gives the OT here. In this case, right over here, would have been an OT. Tap the OT, then showed it down. Wow, okay, makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense now. All right, now you got tapped, boom, and we had no entry after that. Now the Thursday, still to the Thursday here. The Thursday rule is. One other thing about Thursday, the last retracement rule does not mean I take a one-sided trade. It simply helps me understand the overall context of what should be happening. Even I'm considering the last week retracement, there must be a strong and obvious drawn liquidity supporting it. If there isn't, I do not trade. I stay on sidelines until I get a clear, strong drawn liquidity. No drawn liquidity, no trade, period. I don't force setups. The game is all about patience. Less is more. I only take the highest probably setups. I think the versus must occur between 6 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. I don't care about that because that's not the lesson of this. And lesson of Friday is simply you should have not traded it. Why? Because there had no 4 range. So the lesson for Friday is if there's a 4, I must always have a 4-hour hourly range to trade. If there is no range, I don't take a trade. If there is a range and the range I'm trading hits its target and the range high and range low, I do not trade. I only execute when the value of the range is present. If there is no range, I do not execute. If the range I'm watching has already reached its take profit, I will not trade. I must always have a range to operate from. And that's the lesson of Friday. And that's the lesson of the whole week. Together, combined. And yeah. So what we're gonna do now is go for the weekly market forecast. Go to monthly time frame. Welcome to my weekly market forecast, going over EURUSD, GBUSD, and DXY, going over the higher time frame drawn liquidity. Where do I potentially anticipate where the market should be heading over the longer term basis in EURUSD, GBUSD, and DXY? This is my higher time frame draw on liquidity, and let's go straight into it. And you guys know my higher time frame draw liquidity is perfect. Now, right now, it has a 100% win rate. on me being correct on the higher time frame, but let's not get that that far. Probably say 90%. And if you guys want proof, just check my previous market forecast. Go all the way back 5 months, 6 months, however much you want to like to go to. But let's get straight into it here. We had a right now on the monthly time frame, the 3-month time frame, we still have 1 month and 1 month to close. A lot of you guys been anticipating a bearish seasonal tendencies for the next for this specific month. I don't know why you guys are anticipating a bearish seasonal tendency this specific 3-month time frame. You gotta wait until the next 3-month time frame. Why do I say that? Because the next 3 months time frame is when you're going to be anticipating that bearish seasonal tendency, because the first 3 months to the second 3 months, they're both bullish. So the next 3-month time frame needs to be bearish for that seasonal tendencies, right? Because they're gonna have to do a shift every 3 months. In this case, they probably wondering, well, no, this has been moving for the past 6 months now. Then does it make sense like that? Yes, it does, because this was a 12-month CRT. So 12-month CRT, look at second 12-month CRT high. So this is the actual seasonal tendency, right? This is just a pre-up. So now, 3-month time frame, we don't have much here. I'm gonna stick on the monthly time frame. Is much more cleaner and much more easier to anticipate slash, to know where the market's heading in the monthly time frame. On the monthly time frame, as you can see right over here, we have a monthly ERL to IRL. We do have like expansion daily range. As I said, expansion daily range has not made the legit high, which is bullish bearish candle. So we do not have a expansion daily range, or all we're doing is go for a monthly ERL back to IRL, as well as a monthly CRT downside. So what I'm potentially anticipating is this when I anticipate like this, when I say it should be like what I'm anticipating, I'm not gonna draw the lines, because that right there doesn't tell you the clear where the market should be going. I don't want you guys to take a single space based on that, right? Because you read context, narrative, and draw on liquidity, and you must have all of that to take a trip to the downside. So now the monthly, we have a monthly ERL to IRL, as well as what I'm looking for is a 12-month. We have a 12-month. We have a monthly CRT here. So I'm looking for the monthly CRT high to get soup. Then we go down to the monthly CRT low, which the monthly CRT low is the monthly ERL to IRL, which is the monthly IRL over here. So once we see the monthly CRT high getting soup, we can go to monthly CRT low, and as well tap the monthly IRL. From the monthly IRL, we can go back to monthly ERL, and eventually take a CRT to the upside with that to the drawn liquidity. Now on the weekly time frame, with a weekly, right over here, we have a weekly CRT. We have 2 weekly CRT, and now you can see we have a weekly IRL right over here. We can go back to ERL. From ERL, we can go back to potential. Do we have expansion daily range here? We must have this. Like, we soup at a low, soup at a high, stable low, stable high. We have a expansion daily range, so we should definitely be seeing that deep retracement here. Yep, we do have this. So what do we have on our weekly time frame? We have expansion daily range. Not expansion daily range. We have a daily range here. Soup at a low, soup at a high, stable low, stable high. Now you can see this. We have a weekly CRT right over here, weekly key level, which is the weekly IRL. So what I'm anticipating is right now we have a weekly IRL to ERL. Then we go for a weekly premium ERL to discounted IRL, which is this weekly fair value gap, which is the 12-month CRT. Do we have to go down here? We could definitely go down here, but we may get some sort of SMT. But I am anticipating for it to go down here as well. We have a 12. As well we have a CRT here as well. We as well have a CRT that leads it to the weekly IRL. So once again, we have a weekly IRL at the moment. We can go back to weekly ERL. On the weekly ERL, we can go back to weekly IRL. So weekly premium ERL to discounted IRL. Eventually, why not this? So because if it could be like this, right? Weekly ERL, IRL back to ERL, and ERL back to IRL wouldn't make sense, right? So now that's a daily range here, right? So we have a weekly premium ERL. We have a weekly IRL to ERL. We have a weekly premium ERL to discounted IRL. Consider this for value gap is a discount region. Probably wondering, I mean, the portion of it is in the premium, the portion of the discount doesn't matter. As long as the portion is in the discount, that's all that matters, right? But wondering, well, we have a weekly ERL to IRL, but guess what? The weekly IRL got tapped without there being a without there being a ERL there, right? Without there being a expansion daily range, without there being a daily range. Now we have a daily range, so now we have a daily weekly IRL to ERL. Then go for weekly premium ERL to discard IRL. As well, we have a weekly CRT to the downside right over here. As always, have another weekly CRT to the downside. And this weekly CRT right over here, I'm anticipating it to have a double purge, tap it one more time, then go lower to down over here, right? That's what I'm anticipating to overall for it to go to. You can see that's where I'm anticipating for it to go overall. Now, you can see on this, we have a weekly, we have 2 weekly CRTs. So I'm looking for, I'm still looking, the CRTs still respect this. So this week, I'm looking for it to go up higher one more time, then go lower. Why? Weekly IRL to ERL, as well as the weekly CRT to the, there's no weekly CRT, but you can see a weekly CRT getting purged to go to CRT low, as well as the monthly CRT high is this high right over here. So that's why I'm anticipating for this high to get souped and go down lower. Now, it's kind of complicated, but if you really pay attention to what I'm saying here, it should be very easy. Now, on a daily time, a daily expansion daily range, which is the weekly CRT low right over here, which is the weekly CRT low right over here, as well as we have at the moment, to push it up to right over here, we have a daily IRL. In this case, is an expansion daily range. The discount daily range already got tapped. So now we're good to literally buy at premium, right? So discount daily range got tapped. So right over here, we have daily IRL back to ERL, or we can have this daily IRL to this ERL, as well as we have a daily. At this moment, we do not have a daily CRT, but we could potentially have a push up higher, push out the weekly CRT high, then go lower, which is the monthly CRT high as well. Then go lower to the monthly IRL, as well as the, you know what I'm saying, with the weekly CRT to the downside as well. We can go to the weekly CRT lows over here. But on daily, we currently have a daily IRL to this. We could go to this ERL, or we have a daily IRL to ERL. We can have a daily to the upside as well. But overall goal is this candle right over here, because short-term draw on liquidity, long-term draw on liquidity, right over here, right over here, right over here, and right over here. Why this candle? Because this is a 12-month CRT low. I mean, monthly CRT low. So this is my weekly market forecast. Price action is going to be beautiful for the next couple of days. So be very, make sure you guys bank on this. So I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Peace. Oh yeah, that bro, chat. The next day, couple of days, gonna be nice, bro. The monthly chart looking beautiful, weekly chart looking beautiful, daily chart looking beautiful, chat. Holy, I gotta take a picture of this bitch. Hold up, a second. I gotta take a bit. I gotta take a bit. I already got that thing recording, so I'm chilling already, but. Hey, we better have this pre-drawn the quarterly. Let me take a screenshot. Nine. And what did I mark this candle right here? What did I mark this low for? What did I mark this low for? The reason I marked this low. Why did I mark this low here? Oh yeah, because we're gonna have 2 weekly CRT here. That's why. Let me go edit that photo real quick. 1 second, chat. Let me get the drawing real quick. Let me get the drawing real quick. Let me get a drawing real quick. Let's draw from here. Hold on, we about to give some. We about to get some good data. Where's it at, chat? Path. Go from this. And we're gonna keep an eye on that. Let me get an eye candle. Yo, what? Alright, I got it. I got it. Hey, you guys didn't see nothing. You guys didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing. You'll see nothing. Hey, mark this right now. Mark it right now. This is where we gotta go. Looks, this is clear, bro. Very clear, very nice, very. You know what I mean. Alright, so we uploaded the video. Now I'm gonna upload a video on the OTE, New York OTE. All right, let me make a beautiful video for you guys. A big gun like that, yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah. I'm like, come on, bro. You know I got a big gun. You know I got a blood clot gun. Let me make a video here. Let me make a video for the New York OTE retrace me because we got raped by it. Oh, wait. I got a photo of it too. Hold on. I got a photo of it too. 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 1 second. Let me get the proof to you guys. Let me get the proof. Real quick. For the New York OTE proof from our boy. I don't know his name. Romeo or some shit like that. Whatever his name is. See if I get the right. Let me see if I get the right photo here. Let me get the right photo. Man, I can't find that shit. What the fuck? Bro, oh my goodness. Where's he at? Bro, I want this from my boy. I need it from the right guy. I need it from Romeo. Where's Romeo at? One second, chat. Let me get the OT here. Let me get the OT coloring. Alright, I'm just gonna repost this shit. I feel like I put it right over here. Tap the chart. Holy! They got it. I gotta go to the hourly time for that to happen. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nah, never mind. I'm just gonna get a drawing of it, bro. What the fuck? Alright, chat, let's get it. Let me make a video real quick. This is a very viable video. The New York OTE screws up almost every trader. Even if you trade logically, you are going to get screwed over if you do not know about the New York OTE. As you guys know, if a decision or London decision makes the high or low of the day, New York is usually a OTE and a continuation. This is London. This is New York. See, New York retraced OTE, and this right over here is a PM session. London, New York retracement, and eventually this is the PM session of the 159 or whatever the candle is of the daily segment. This is the bullish candle. Market make a high, eventually make market opens high, close below. In this case, and this when it's time to make the low, usually does the OTE, and in New York then goes lower, and eventually PM session makes the low, close, open, low, high, close. And you can see the same thing here. Now look at this photo and look at this photo. Do you see the difference? No, it's the same exact thing. As I said, it's either London session or the A session making high of the day, not the or low of the day. If you're looking for a near continuation, you usually want the London session or the A session to make the high or low of the day. A session makes the high of the day. We have a high, low, higher high, lower low. And then we have from that high down to this low. This is the OTE, right? Over anything above this is the OTE. Look at the difference. It's the high, goes lower right when New York comes around. Look, this is New York right over here. New York comes around. Boom, boom, and eventually continuation. This is the biggest trap that people are into. Why is this so important? Why is the New York OTE so important? Because I personally myself got caught on the trap of the New York OTE, where I had a setup right down here, which is SMT, and I had a setup here, shorted down, and I got stopped out. How could you have avoided this? Just simply by waiting the OTE, by waiting for the 0.50 to 0.86 mark getting tapped, then eventually looking for setups. And for OTE, this is one other big conception people have, is that in a neo continuation, when there's an OTE present, there is no such thing as SMTs. And what I thought over here, we had SMT, so I was like, okay, the other candle, other correlated pair already tapped the, the 0.50% mark. No, because in a OTE, there is no SMT. Right? SMT is not in power. There's an OTE that's gonna happen, right? Why this is so important? And I unfortunately got caught in a trap, which will never happen again. It's I showed it down here. So what people are doing is here, you see it clearly pushed to the downside. People are waiting for it to go lower, so they short down here. When they short down here, they get stopped out and eventually go to their way. Why did they get stopped out? Because they FOMO'd. Basically, I didn't have a FOMO problem, but I got caught in a trap. Regardless, right? So over here, I was waiting for it to go. I was waiting for it to go lower. At a setup, beautiful, but guess what? The setup is not beautiful at all, because the setup, there was an OTE present, and the setup must happen between 0.50 to 0.86 mark. Otherwise, if that setup is invalid, and it will have higher chance of getting stopped out, and is a very low probability. So I had a setup, got stopped out instantly, and went up here higher, gave us the 0.50% mark of the OTE to 0.86 mark, and eventually went to our direction. You can see right over here what happened. Same thing as a picture. New York OTE continuation, and you can see the overall, the PM made the low and the PM closed. Open, low, close. So open right over here, it was somewhere around 17 o'clock. High, low. When it's making the low, New York OTE, low, close. Same thing over here. Open, high, low, before it closed right over here. So market made an open, market made the high, goes lower, New York OTE, high, low, higher high, lower low, OTE. This is the extreme mark of the OTE. Extreme mark. You see that right there, right? Extreme mark. Boom. Then made overall open, high. Eventually, New York came around, OTE, close. And we can see right over here, the market made the close and the PM session closed it off. Okay, right over here, you can see same thing over here happened over here. In this case, I didn't get caught in a trap, but you can see a lot of people got caught in a trap over here. So New York OTE. So people are waiting so much to sell around here. They sell, they get stopped out because they sold too early, or they bought too early without waiting for that deep retracement. Okay, deep retracement, then eventually market return away. These are one of the best kind of setups, because usually, what is OTE? For a new continuation, the general rule of thumb is that OTE starts up the next leg of the move. And next leg of the move, next leg of the move, next leg, next leg. OTE always starts up the next leg. He has a 90% chance of starting the next leg up. And if it's not, if it's logically cannot be patternized. And as well, as you can see, to do that, start a second leg, start the second leg, and you can see early setups over here, they get stopped out. So the point of it is the point of OTE is to trap early sellers, trap early buys. In this case, we got trapped on the early selling. In this case, we didn't get trapped, the early selling. We sold at the right time, which is between the 0.50% mark to 0.86 mark. Then we sold. And you can see went down lower to overall our drawn liquidity. And on this case, there was no OTE here at all. There was no such thing as OTE here, because the A session never pressed it out. Now, let me show you guys one more example. This happened this week. This is literally this week. I'm not gonna show you guys past 10 years. I'll show you guys one. I'll show you guys the current price action of your working live market data. And this right over here is another OTE. You can see a position open, high, before it closed, OTE, low, close, low, eventually close right over here. You see market made the open, high, OTE on New York. This is New York right over here. OTE, low, close, right? So early sellers, people try to sell over here early on and got stopped out. And once you sold around here, you're good. And eventually you can see market overall went to your draw on liquidity. As you could see right over here. And on this day, was there no OTE? Because it never swept out the high. In this case, it just swept out the high, or the line swept the high. In this case, it never swept out the high. Neither did the agent. None of the swept the high. In this case, agent swept out the high, so you're valid. Agent swept out the high, so you're valid. Agent session swept out the high, so you're valid. In this case, agent did not have any there. There was no OTE because agent never swept out any high. There was no high got soup. So selling around here, you're good. But wondering, well, look at the difference between this two, right? In this case, there was no OTE present. Why is there no OTE present? Because the agent never swept out any high. Agent just swept out a high. There's OTE present. In this case, you could sell around here. Why? Because there was no OTE here present on the ASA session or the Luna session. In this case, there's OTE present. OTE present. No OTE present over here. In this day, I don't know why I took a short. It should have been long because obviously drawn liquidity was overall bullish, not bearish. So right over here, what we had is OTE, low, close, right? So if you're trading, say total soup right over here, just all you gotta do is mark out the total soup, the OTE. Now mark out some sort of high that you're looking to get in soup that's inside of the OTE mark, which is basically this high, and you put it like what, 7 pip stop loss to 10 pip stop loss. People usually put a 10 pip stop loss just to get this secured, right? So you put a 10 pip stop loss, you go for a 1 to 5 RR or whatever you're going for, and your take profit gets met. You see market stopped you out all over there, but your take profit got met before that. You're going for a what, 4 RR, you are chilling. But in this case, your stop loss had to be differentiate between 7 RR to between 7 pip to 10 pip. Usually the best stop losses for total soups are 7 pips to 10 pips. Anything above that or below that are kind of risky. So if you're going for a 7 pip stop loss, you are chilling. And how do you know should I go for a 7 pip or a 10 pip stop loss? It's simply by looking at the market. See, okay, how wide is my stop loss here? If your stop loss is 7 pips and it's just around here, then that stop loss is too tight. So make it go higher to make it 10 pip, and eventually should be chilling like that. So this is the OTE, and yeah. Total soup. I used to trade total soup, and I will look to trade total soup in the future. But I need to first do something before I can do that, right? I need to first forward test it more. I'll say so myself, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. And yeah, bro, you guys see that right there, chat? Beautiful OTE, OTE. No, this space, no OTE present, so still, we got to sell over there. OTE present, boom, OTE present, boom. So now the next thing is, the next lesson is if there's an OTE present in the additional position, then we have to look for the OTE in the situation. Because we got butt plug, bro. What? We got Who's in the chat here? Who's watching me, man? Hey, man, you've been watching me for a long time. Who's watching me, huh? One person's watching me. Hey man, you gotta chat or stop stalking me, man, before I come in. No, But yeah, beautiful stream chat. The video's gonna be uploaded right now. But oh my god, looking back into this even further, man. Even for the thing we gotta look for again. Okay, I see it. I see it. I mean, the OT market strategy here, you can sell anything that is bearish on the OT mark, 50% basis mark. That day I'm not trading at all. On this day, it would make so much sense here. What? What? So let's just say I'm trading from 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Look at this, literally let this guy get burst and go lower. Wow. Okay. Wow, this makes so much sense, bro. Looking back, looking back on the total soups makes so much sense now. So there's many ways to do total soups. Salam wa alaikum assalam warahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan, my boy. MD Temem, how you doing, my son? My boy. My G, my ninja. My ninja. Ninja. Oh. All good? Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. That's good. That's good. That's good, man. Oh, what about you? Alhamdulillah, bro. Always. Wow, I'm looking back in the market, bro. It's making a lot of sense here, man. So looking back over here in Monday trade with the just sold right on the top. I'm looking back at this. Ah, pretty sure I think I took a short over here. I'm not taking that shit. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. All right, chat. I must study something. I'll see you guys later. See you guys later, chat. Oh my goodness. Holy, I just found something, eh? What's your BTC bus? You have to wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow is when tomorrow's when we're analyzing Bitcoin. Hey, go check my Bitcoin analysis. Y'all see that Bitcoin analysis? Hey, what I say? MD10, go to my last crypto market update. What did I say in my last crypto market update? What did I say in my last crypto market update, chat? What did I say in my last crypto market update? What did I tell you guys? What did I say? Chat. Yo, I am Enigma, bro. I am Enigma. Holy. Hey, I was like, oh my goodness. Let me pull it up for you guys. Let me pull it up for you guys. My boy MD10, you're not going without me freaking flexing on you, bud. What? Hold up, buddy. Hold up. Hold up, MD10. What is the video at, man? Oh my goodness. Look what I just say. This must be Enigma right over here. Let me go pull up the video for you, bro. Dang. Oh my goodness. How you guys are not taking this as an account? What? Bro, let me share it to you, boy. Hold up. Oh. Oh, look what I say. Bitcoin currency incoming, weekly crypto market update and forecast. Oh my goodness, look what I said. Look. Look at this. Hey. MD10, have you see that? You see that, MD10? Yeah, I know you see it. Let me change it. Let me change. Let me change. Get it, bro. You get it. You see it. You see it. I know you see it, buddy. I see. I told you, bro. Hey, Enigma. That's what I am. I'm gonna put my name Don Barzini, bro. Barzini. Is it my name Barzini, bro? Look my Barzini. Y'all see that? Hey, I'm looking for that weekly fair Ryan gap on BTC. On BTC. On DTC. Now go buy my course. See you guys. What's your next round liquidity? Still that low. I still impact there. I'm still looking for that to get tapped before going up higher. But yeah, hey, anytime before that, after you have to wait till tomorrow for the crypto market update. You have to wait till tomorrow, buddy. I can't give you guys right now because I don't want to give you guys right now. And I want to gatekeep it until tomorrow. Tomorrow is gonna get that. How is it not going viral, bro? How is this video not going viral? Like 11 views, but I'm giving it sauce. But it's only get 11 views, bro. What? Alright, I'll see you later though. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is when I'm gonna be doing the crypto market update. I'll see you guys later.